Let's dive into something that could completely change how you approach life and business. So here it is. The number one hidden barrier that could be holding you back from completely crushing it in every area of your life is the need for permission and approval. Now, I know you might be on surface level thinking, hey, I don't need anyone's permission or approval. I'm a grown up. But the reality is, your subconscious mind can be sneakily doing this without you kind of realizing. Because fundamentally, all of us have been conditioned over our entire lifetimes to seek validation, even when we don't consciously realize it. And it's this sort of hidden barrier that might be affecting literally your relationships, your business, and even how you make decisions. By the end of this video, you're going to hopefully see how this might be playing out in your life and in your business, how to identify it, and most importantly, how to break free from it. So let's jump in. First, let's get into the why behind all of this, the psychology behind permission and approval. This has always been quite a big one for me, actually, so I'm really excited to be making this video for you. So from a very young age, we are all conditioned to seek approval from our parents, from teachers, from society. Just think about it. Whether it was asking for permission to leave the table or needing a teacher's approval to move forward on a project or even to go to the bathroom, this pattern of seeking approval has been drilled into us. It's become second nature to look for external validation before making decisions, before even taking action. And here's the thing. That doesn't stop when we grow up, right? Even as adults, this mindset, this sort of coding shows up in our relationships, in our business, in our decisions, in our life goals. We start looking for permission from other people, from events, or even circumstances to tell us, okay, you can move forward now. You can move forward now. Have you ever found yourself saying something like, once I make enough money, then I will be able to work a 4-day week. Or once I hit this milestone in my business, I'll take the time to exercise every morning. Or once I make X number of money in my business, I'll feel happy and successful, right? That's just your subconscious waiting for external permission, right? It's your subconscious waiting for external permission. You're essentially putting your life and your goals on hold, waiting for the universe to give you a green light that you never really needed in the first place. Okay? So let's talk about how this need for approval and permission shows up in different areas of your life. So we're going to start with your business. So if you're like me, an online coach, an online mentor, basically all business owners, this barrier often shows up in the form of fear of visibility or fear of rejection. So it might be something like, once I gain more experience, then I'll start charging higher rates because I'm scared to start charging higher rates and get rejected or get hit back from. And then I've failed, basically. So that's what you're kind of telling yourself. Or once I get more followers, then I'll start sharing my story. Then I'll start putting myself out there. But the truth is, you don't need more experience or more followers or even more money or more expertise a lot of the time in order to take the steps to achieve the goals that you want for yourself. You simply need to stop seeking approval from external forces before you feel you're ready to move forward. Okay? So in your relationships, this can show up. When you feel the need to prove yourself or seek validation from your partner or from friends or from family, you might find yourself coming up with a great idea and then phoning that business buddy and you're basically pitching them on your idea, waiting for them to say, yes, this is a great idea, go for it. And then you're like, yes, I'm going to go for it. That is seeking external validation. It's seeking permission from somebody outside of yourself. So you might literally be holding yourself back from expressing your needs or setting boundaries because you're waiting for their approval to do anything, to take action. So that's how it can show up in your relationships, in any scenario in your relationships. And then in life decisions, Have you ever like delayed or put off making a big decision because you're waiting for the right time, or you're waiting for the right circumstances, or you're waiting for someone else to do it first so you can see that it's even possible? Maybe you think, once I have more savings, I'll start my business, or once I get this qualification, I'll be ready to make this career change. But the real issue is the belief that you need permission from life itself before you take the next step. So, okay, how do we break this pattern, right? Because we're all about action here on this side of the YouTube channel. So, here's the thing. You don't need permission from anyone or anything to live the life that you want to live. The only permission you need is the one you give to yourself. So, let's break it down. The first thing is to stop waiting for the perfect time. Stop waiting for the perfect time, because there's never going to be a perfect time. Life doesn't hand out permission slips. And if you keep waiting for one, you're going to be staying at the starting gate for the rest of your life, basically. The truth is, there's no event or milestone that will suddenly make you feel ready. You just have to start before you feel fully ready. And here's the secret. Everyone starts before they feel fully ready. Otherwise, nobody would start anything. So that person you're looking at who's maybe done the thing and you think it's okay for her because she's had X, Y, Z, she started before she felt ready, right? So you've got to start before, you've got to stop waiting for the perfect time. You've got to start before you're ready. The second thing is to give yourself permission. This is so liberating when you start doing this. This is a huge one. It's practicing this self-permission. Instead of waiting for someone else to approve of your ideas or to validate your decisions, you're giving yourself the go-ahead. Just think about what self-trust, what self-leadership that is like in your life. And this could look like something like setting new boundaries for a relationship, or launching your new offer, even if you don't feel 100% ready, even if you've not discussed it with anyone at all. You go ahead and you raise your rates, or you make a bold move in your business, completely off your own bat. And the more you get used to giving yourself permission, the easier it becomes to break free from seeking and needing this external validation, this external permission. Let me know in the chat if you relate to any of this, because I've definitely been here. And in fact, this is quite a new part of my growth and evolution that I have worked through not long ago, which is what prompted me to share this video, because I did find that I was seeking external validation and permission for a lot of things in my life. And I thought, oh, why am I doing this? And then I've gone through the work to understand why and to come up with the practice of decoding this for myself and moving forward. So I really hope, let me know in the chat if you're finding this useful, if you can relate to anything I've just said. So the third part is to catch those thought patterns that are happening. Start paying attention to the internal dialogue. Every time you find yourself saying, once I do X, then I'll do Y, or oh, I'll just phone so-and-so and see what they think before I make a decision. Ask yourself, why do you need this event, this milestone, or this person to move forward? Most of the time, you'll find that the barrier is purely mental. And if you've been holding yourself back, you've been holding yourself back without realizing it. It's no one else's fault. It's literally you have been holding yourself back by waiting for permission that doesn't need to come, right? The fourth thing is to completely start to reframe your mindset around taking action, taking ownership, taking responsibility. By reframing how you think about milestones or money or external achievements, instead of viewing them as permission slips, I'll do this when, see them as outcomes that result from your actions, from your decision making. So for example, rather than thinking, once I make more money, I'll start investing in my business. No, flip this to, by investing in my business, I'll create more money. It's subtle, but it's earth shaking, isn't it? Once I make more money, I'll start investing in my business, to by investing in my business, I'll start making more money. You can start living in alignment with your goals literally right now without waiting for external validation. And let me just share a little personal tale here. For me, it was always about waiting for events to make me ready or getting validation from someone else for an idea before I would actually press the button and take the action. I used to think like once I've hit this income goal, then I'll take that step, or once I get more experience, I'll charge more, or once I've chatted it through with this person and they think it's a good idea, then I'll do it. That's what I used to be thinking, and I found myself doing that. And I was like, hang on, if I keep waiting for life and for other people outside of myself to tell me I'm ready, I'm going to stay stuck forever. I need to decide for myself that I am ready. I need to give myself permission to take the action. I need to trust myself. So I stopped waiting for any external validation. And guess what? Nothing bad happened. In fact, I started to enjoy life more because I was no longer living life on hold. And I started to see results because I was following my intuition, my gut, and not waiting for other external things to tell me what actions to take. So when I started making decisions from my self permission rather than waiting for approval, so much in my life has changed in a very short space of time, actually. So here's the challenge from me to you. Pay attention to those moments where you're waiting for permission or seeking validation, whether it's from people or things or events. Notice when you're saying, once I do this, then I'll do that. Once they say this, then I'll do that. Because that's the kind of catch-all line to know that you're waiting for validation and permission. So when you can catch yourself in that pattern and start giving yourself permission to take the next step, everything's going to change. And if, like me, you're in the coaching or business world, take careful note of this. Understanding how this permission and approval loop works is gold for your business, for your clients, for your messaging. You can actually use it to show your clients how to break out of their own cycles and start moving towards the life they want as well. Because the truth is, no, none of us need permission or approval from anyone or anything to live the life that we want. The only person you've been waiting for is you. That's it. So if you're ready to break that cycle, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and join me for more videos as we deep dive into the strategies that will help you level up your life and business. Have an amazing week, and remember, you've already got everything you need to make your next move. I will see you in the next video. Bye.